Hey everyone, Mah-Dry-Bread here. Pokemon Fire Red with only one Shedinja was exactly how you'd think it was. Let's follow that up with another highly requested one. Today's the day that we figure out, would I be able to beat Pokemon Fire Red with a team of only Nidoran and Nidoran? Okay, Nidoran on the right and Nidoran on the left. I need to drop this dumb gag, don't I? Alright, male on the left, female on the right. The gimmick of Nidoran is that it had gender differences since the very first gen. As you can see, their stats are nearly the same, with male having more speed and attack, and female having more health and defense. For level up moves, they both get some decent ones, although their only same type attack bonus move is going to be Poison Sting. Still, decent type coverage. By TM, they can actually both learn a lot of cool stuff, although the Sludge Bomb TM is post-game, so we won't be able to get that in this challenge. Like always, I'm writing the script as I go through with the challenge, so all of this part is being written before I've started. Everyone comment down below and guess if I can win or not. I'm confident that we can win in the end, but I think we're going to need to be level 100 to survive the rivals Alakazam. Let's explain the rules. In combat, I can only use Nidorans. I'll need to use other Pokemon to use HMs, but I won't be allowed to use any of those Pokemon in battle. No glitches or exploits, no items in battle, only Pokeballs, held items, and items outside of combat are allowed. Also, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more. Let's do this. So right off the bat, I use the Universal Pokemon Randomizer to replace Charmander with a female Nidoran so that we can do the whole run with it. I picked the female one since it's rarer to catch in Fire Red, so this saves us time. I was tempted to just mix up the gender signs to make things even more confusing, but for the sake of everyone's sanity, I'll give them actual different names. I went with Lorray. Her nature is bashful, so neutral stat gains. For ability, we have Poison Point, so there's a 30% chance that when we get hit, we'll poison the opponent. Right away, we go to Viridian Forest. In Gen 1, we'd be able to get a male Nidoran by going west of Viridian City, but not in Fire Red. Unfortunately, that means we can't get our male Nidoran until after the Rock Gym, but I'm not that worried. Nidoran learns Double Kick at level 12 regardless of gender, so that should get us through Brock's Rock Gym just fine. At level 13, we get to Brock, and yeah, went exactly how you'd expect. It's really nice to have an easy Rock Gym for the first time in ages. With that done, it's time for us to catch a second Nidoran. I went ahead and named him Gargano. His nature is naughty, perfectly fitting for a heal. He's got more attack and less special defense, so we're extra weak to psychic types, but if we act fast, we could take them out early. I made sure to level him up a bit back in the forest to get Double Kick, then leveled him up through Mount Moon on Geodudes once he had it. Speaking of Mount Moon, I took the Helix Fossil. I knew that if I didn't say what I took, you'd all ask. Actually, now that I think about it, everyone ask anyway. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Anyway, we took a shot at the Water Gym, but for the first time in a very long time, we actually couldn't get past Staryu. Yeah, I know, right? We actually got shut down thanks to the move Harden and a Super Potion. Okay, that's rough. I'll try the Rival instead. The Rival ended up being really easy, to the point that we didn't even need to tag in Lorray until the very end. Gargano's new Horn Attack does a lot more damage than his old Peck, so we made it through on the first try. And yes, my Galdine Peck and Horn Attack rant absolutely applies to male Nidoran. After fighting the trainers in the north, we tried the Water Gym again, but still no luck. We rarely get Staryu to faint, and when we do, we don't get a single hit in on Starmie. We're still both slower than our Pokemon, but I think that if we get the speed advantage, it'll get us the win, so let's try this again later. Even after fighting all of the trainers on our way to the next city, though, we still can't quite win. Lorray's Bite does great damage, but we're still slower, so we can't just win yet. All we need is the speed advantage. It's a shame that we can't get a Quick Claw yet. A few levels later, and we finally get this run where we're just hardly able to take down Starmie. We still don't have the speed advantage, but thanks to Poison Point, we managed to actually get the win. After clearing out every trainer in the SSN, we had this super easy first try on our rival there. I didn't exactly play the best, keeping Lorray out for Double Kick even after Kadabra hit her with Kinesis, lowering her accuracy, but we still won with no real issues. After that is the Electric Gym, and it took a few tries. I kept making the mistake of using Gargano at the start, but after a few tries using Lorray at the start, we ended up winning thanks to Gargano having enough health to hang on against Raichu. Gargano's Horn Attack is actually our best move right now, but next is Rock Tunnel, so we can get Return right after that. Rock Tunnel itself isn't too bad, mostly because we have Double Kick, and it works great on the Hikers. It's a good thing we have this, because normally the Hikers in Fire Red are a really big problem. Now that we have Return, I took a shot at the Grass Gym. We actually got really lucky with them missing things like Stun Spore, and between that and their grass moves not doing very much to us, it was an easy first try. The Giovanni fight in the Rocket Hideout started pretty easily since most of his team is weak against our fighting type, but Gargano ended up going down to Mega Punch. Luray was easily able to take it out, but mostly just because they stopped using Mega Punch, and I really have no idea why. After that's the Pokemon Tower rival fight, and believe it or not, this fight was much easier than the Giovanni fight. It's not often that happens, but yeah, didn't have either Gargano or Luray come anywhere close to fainting. I know that the Pokemon Tower rival fight usually isn't one of the worst ones, but it's pretty much always harder than Giovanni. The tower itself is pretty easy thanks to Luray having Bite. Why you can bite a ghost is beyond me, but I'm not going to complain about it because the alternative would have to be Poison Sting or using a TM, and I'd rather not be wasteful of either my TMs or my time if I can help it. After a little leveling, I took a few shots at the Poison Gym, but it's clear that we aren't strong enough yet. We hardly do any damage at all, and can't one-shot the Coughings with our strongest move landing critical hits. To make it worse, Muck always seems to use Acid Armor and Minimize, totally shutting us down. Maybe I need to do Silph-Co first. Finally, after clearing out the trainers there, Gargano learned Horn Drill, a 30 accuracy one-shot move. This is perfect because it totally shut down Muck's ability to stall us out with Acid Armor and Minimize. It takes a few tries to land a hit, but it punished him for wasting so much time with buffs. The Coughings were easy, but his final Wheezing? This was a war. We just kept spamming Return with Gargano until Wheezing used a Hyper Potion to heal back up. We were one hit away from fainting, so I decided to switch to Luray. That way if Wheezing used Self-Destruct, we'd have a Pokemon left and auto-win. Luray just kept using Bite over and over, not getting many flinches, and not doing much damage. He kept using potions to stay healthy, but eventually Luray went down. We ended up winning with Gargano by exactly 1 round of combat. I didn't think it would be that close. Anyway, now that we can reach the Fire Gym, I went ahead and taught Water Pulse to Luray. It's not strong, but it's our only water move that we can learn, and Luray's gonna need help keeping up with Gargano's damage output in that battle. Since he likes to use Intimidate, having a special attacking move on her should give us a solid advantage. The gym wasn't even close, though. Even Blaine's weaker Pokemon still destroy us with Fire Blast. Maybe we should just try the Silph-Co rival fight. Weirdly enough, though, it ended up being really easy. Pidgeot did some serious damage to Luray, but she was able to take out most of the team on her own, and Gargano did a great job of taking Blastoise down at the end. It's not often that we do that well in this fight. The following Giovanni fight was super easy now that he has more ground types and we have Water Pulse. Plus, his poison moves hardly work on us, so Nidoqueen isn't that bad. With that done, we can fight Sabrina's Psychic Gym, and surprisingly, it didn't go that badly. If they would just use the move Psychic more, I'd probably lose fast, but once again, they really like using Future Sight for whatever baffling reason. It's just not that good a move. After that, I took another shot at Blaine, but it's still just not happening. We got a little farther, but it's mostly thanks to Confusion Luck on Water Pulse. I don't think we can win this fight until we're at least faster than Rapidash. After clearing out just about every trainer in the water routes, plus some east of Fuchsia, I try the Fire Gym again. We were finally faster than his team, and Luray somehow ended up doing the entire fight on her own, mostly thanks to the amazing luck of Fire Blast missing and Water Pulse causing confusion. Finally, last for the gyms is Giovanni's Ground Gym. I thought this would be hard because of Earthquake, but we ended up critting and one-shotting Nidoqueen and Nidoking for an easy victory. That was incredibly lucky. Last before the Elite Four is our rival again, but no wins quite yet. Alakazam is hitting incredibly hard with Psychic, and we hardly do anything to Pidgeot, so we take too much damage to even get to the end of the fight. I'll try to grind more, but we're running low on trainers, so I might have to start using the Versus Seeker near the top of Cycling Road again. After a massive grind, we got both of our Pokemon up to level 65, and still didn't stand a chance because Alakazam is still faster and just keeps one-shotting us. Alright, Quick Claw and Horn Drill it is then. A few tries later and we get this great run where for whatever reason Alakazam used Future Sight instead of Psychic, basically forfeiting his part of the fight. Other than that, all we needed was the luck to hit Horn Drill on Blastoise since we did almost no damage to him, and the rest of the team was easy. Let's take a look at our stats before the Elite Four. They're overall pretty weak, but their moves especially leave a lot to be desired. I'm sure there's some improvements we can do before the Elite Four. Right away, I go around getting new TMs. I decided to buy 2 Ice Beam TMs at the game corner after selling pretty much my whole inventory for coin money, and also taught Luray the TM for Thunderbolt that we also had to buy at the game corner. Here's a look at our finished moveset. It's not exactly perfect, but it's a lot better than it was before. Make your final guesses on if we can win this or not. Let's do this. First is Ice Trainer Lorelei. I took a few tries at the fight, and most of them just went like this. Our team has incredibly low special defense, so their water moves are messing us up bad. We can deal decent damage with a Luray, but Gargano doesn't have anything he can do outside of Horn Drill. I'll have to come back a little bit stronger. Even at level 75 though, our runs never go that well. It's rare that we ever get past Lapras due to awkward damage ranges. Alright, a few more levels should do it. At level 75, we got this insanely lucky run where even after we got to the point where we were probably doomed against Jinx, we woke up, bypassed Attraction, and hit Horn Drill all on the same turn. With how lucky that was though, that just makes me think that we can't handle the rest of the Elite Four yet. Second is Fighting Trainer Bruno. He was mostly a pushover with Water Pulse and Thunderbolt taking out his team, until Machamp. We had to throw our whole team at him for ages before he'd go down because Bruno just wouldn't stop using full restores. Still, he wasn't that bad overall since he couldn't really hit us that hard. Third is Ghost Trainer Agatha. This one took a few tries due to the randomness introduced from a lot of Agatha's more random moves like Hypnosis and Double Team. Still, it only took a few attempts before we got an easy victory. Even with us dropping her Pokemon into red health just to be healed, we still managed to bully our way through with pure damage, although I'm not sure how much longer that'll last. Fourth is Dragon Trainer Lance. I thought we'd just lose this one, but it was actually really easy with Thunderbolt and Ice Beam. We didn't even have to tag in Gargano once. Finally, the Pokemon Champion. Unfortunately, although Pidgeot is easy, Alakazam still outspeeds and one-shots us with Psychic. Even with a Quick Claw letting us hit first, we still don't one-shot it, so it's time to go grind on the Elite Four for a while to see if we can become faster. We try a bunch more times at level 85, but we still aren't faster and still can't get a one-shot. Alright, I'll do a few more run-throughs of the Elite Four to get to a higher level, then see how it goes. Even at level 88 and 87, we're still getting one-shot by Psychic. I try this fight over and over and over until I get a run where Alakazam uses Future Sight twice in a row instead of Psychic. The move is both weaker than Psychic and can't stack, so I have no idea why he did that, but that's the second time this run he has. Seems to be a common issue in Fire Red. Next was Executor, who thankfully missed his Sleep Powder, so we took him down in 2 Ice Beams, but not before losing a good chunk of health to Future Sight, finally hitting. I sent Luray out to one-shot Rhydon in a probably unnecessary crit with Water Pulse, and after that was Arcanine, who I one-shot with Horn Drill because there was no way that we're ready to just overpower him. Last is Blastoise, so I sent out Luray with Thunderbolt. It did great damage, Blastoise missed his Hydro Pump, and we took him out on the follow-up, getting us into the Hall of Fame and winning the run. You know, I think this is the first run where I've ever gotten a chance to use one-hit KO moves. That was a fun change of pace. I mean, outside of the Metronome run, but we don't talk about the Metronome run. I don't want to remember that. I really hope you guys like that run. For next Saturday's challenge, I'll be doing my first ever Fallout 3 challenge, when I attempt Fallout 3 only using guns, but having no gun skill. And if you don't know anything about Fallout 3, I'm going to be walking you through the entire main story plot of the game as I go, so maybe you'll get to learn a new game and have some fun with it. Just like I did with Elder Scrolls Oblivion and Skyrim, on my first challenges of them, just in case you're curious. As always, I'm looking forward to your suggestions in the comments in the challenge request section of my Discord channel and on Twitter. Subscribe, ring the bell, stay tuned. If you want to see me do more challenges like this, please let me know in the comments or on Twitter. I can always use more ideas from you guys on what I should do next. Also, check out the playlist in the description if you'd like to watch all the Pokemon challenges that I've already uploaded. If you guys want to see some more Pokemon stuff from me, my friend Whatageek and I have done randomizer playthroughs of Heart Gold and Soul Silver, Black and White, Red and Blue, and now we're doing Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire over on his channel, linked in the description. You can also watch myself, Whatageek, and Goosit. We just beat Pokemon Stadium here on this channel, and we're also playing Pokemon X week by week. You can also come to my Twitch TV streams and tell me that this video sent you. It's always cool to hear how you found the channel. Thank you everybody so much for watching, and until next time, have a nice day.